contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Off-play action on first down. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got him quickly. Shows him the stiff arm. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. And the Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. Off-play action. Fires left. Quick completion on the out. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Got a little space. He stopped him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. The Aggies back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Right side, it's King. Oh, better check some ankles. He makes a move and gets down to the 24.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. The play fake. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab on the left. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll move the wide receiver. Makes the grab. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies! Gets it into the end zone.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. An 84-yard drive there, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Sam Houston State's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Now to guide the attack, Landon Locke. He's trying to flush that last performance. 4 interceptions and just a single touchdown pass. Dropping back, it's Locke. They're all over it. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. And the Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down to the air. And he gets it away.
It's not just about sacks and getting the quarterback on the ground. When you can hurry him up, speed up that thought process, get near his legs, all those things lead to incompletions and sometimes mistakes.
Finds his man. At the 40, there he goes. Turning on the Jets. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. You can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and, you know, that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those third downs. You don't want to give up explosives. What you just did 2-1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that third down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle better, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You got to accomplish the mission.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
I think there's a couple of schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
It looks as if we have an injured Bearcat on the field. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They give it to him again. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. That's the end of the quarter. New Mexico State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Snapped on 4th down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Moving the pocket, it's Webster. Fires to the big fella. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hits inside. It's Washington. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Motion from the back. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Washington. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take us.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Now they'll try the right side.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to pass on 2nd down. sacked, and a first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Aggies. The defense takes matters into its own hands. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Rush is on, and here's a fumble way behind the line. Takes it in. Touchdown, New Mexico State. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. 3rd and long right here. Looking to pass. It's Locke. He's got it. At the 35, he's got room. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for running room. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Gets a hand in there.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They'll try to get it through the air. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Before this third down play, they're going to take a moment to think it over and call a timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Sets his feet. It's Webster. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And, you know, if you're the receiver there, you just want to know where the sticks are. Maybe extend your route a little bit more so that you know you get the first down after making the catch. 4th and short now. Let's see what they do.
Kick is in the air. Slips through the line. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. First play of this drive. They're working that left side. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Unloads it left. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Floats it out in space, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And he makes the grab in the back of the end zone, but the officials are all over it, signaling incomplete. He was out of bounds. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with FIU taking on the Jacksonville State Gamecocks.
New Mexico State will kick it away to open this third quarter. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Running back onto the field, the Bearcats head coach told me at the half, his quarterback, not typically one to turn it over like this. He has an opportunity right now taking the field on offense to start the third quarter. He said ball security has to be at the top of the mind. Slow down, take what the defense gives you, and make sure we're holding on to the football. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw. It's locked. Looking to the big tight end. Finds space on the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. That's a great start to this second half.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Selling the fake. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Drops back on first down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the wide receiver. Give to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Flips it out in the flat.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Sam Houston State's offense taking the field to start this drive. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Scanning the field, it's Locke. The short hands, it's Burns. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Gets it to the back. Jukes his way for more. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Oh, pressure's coming. Gets rid of it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. 6th play of the drive coming up. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Takes the easy one to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He lets one fly deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tells to run, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Long way to go on 2nd down. Hand it to the back. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and long coming up. Looking to throw, it's Webster. Under pressure. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. That's it for the period. Break coming, and New Mexico State has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Swings it out to his running back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. So they're facing third and short from the 25. From the gun, running back gets to give. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, they're going with a run-pass option. Look there.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. This offense has it with really good field position. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Ellison. Touchdown, New Mexico State. And the punishment has been extended. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. Looking to throw, it's Flood. Almost had the completion, just missed it. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Back's got it on the screen. Gain of 9 on that one. Third down and short, he needs a yard.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be fourth down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Bearcats with the 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. The throw on second down, and they need a lot. Working that left side now. Snowed under by the defense. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his target. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Out wide right, it's Ellison. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And the Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They go to the counter. He'll be dropped.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
They couldn't get anybody to bite on that one, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah.
with us from Ross H. Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Illinois Fighting Illini and the Purdue Boilermakers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, checking in with Coach Bielema before the game. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality in the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Boilermakers offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. Redemption might be on their mind as they took a whipping the last time these two squared off.
They sure did, Reese, and their best players made a lot of mistakes the last time out, especially on offense. David, it's really important in this one. The stars have to play like stars. They got to stat it up, and they got to start fast.
And they got to remember what happened. They got to remember the celebration, the on-field antics, the social media, all of it that came with it. The embarrassment of last time. So, yes, your big players, they got to play big, especially in these rivalry games.
Hard running there. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Boilermakers decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And they'll stop him right there on the return. So the Illinois Fighting Illini now go on offense, and they'll have it for the first time. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. Every time he gets a chance to make a play, the entire stadium holds its breath. Offense in a bunch formation.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. You just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just...
Running free! Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Illinois right back to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver there working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by the linebackers in the middle of the field, and work all the way over to the other side. The offensive line has to give the quarterback time, and the QB's got to be patient, but it all worked out perfectly, and they're able to get a big play.
Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Casey. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the back. Good, strong tackle.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. In the red area, it's Casey. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the middle. And they can't make the play on third down.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Straight ahead, it's right. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You wonder if there's just a little bit of rust with this offense right now coming off the bye week, right? They just haven't been able to get clicking in this game throwing the football. They're going to have to find that mojo and get back into a rhythm here pretty quickly.
Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So the Fighting Illini offense comes out ready to go to work. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. Wants to throw on first. Unloads to the wideout. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. 2nd and long here. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time it's complete. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Look out! He's sacked! This defense all over him. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. On play action. Keeping his eyes downfield. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Taking a shot. Touchdown, Illinois! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the big fella in the end zone. He's going to find a hole. He's going to find an opening. That guy's, you got to trust him, and I'm going to throw it up and let him make a play like he did right there.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Purdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's right. All over him immediately.
Then you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire right when the ball snaps. He
goes high to pull it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Line gets set, first down. Just feeds the running back. Runs through a tackle.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down. And the Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there. But
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete. They'll play it safe and try for 3. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Oh, he missed it. No good. That one may sting a little, guys. Instead of getting it down to 10, feeling good about things, still a 13-point lead. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. The run inside. It's Casey. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Here comes the offense on second down. That's the end of the quarter, and Illinois has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Handoff again. They knock him down right there.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Hauls it in. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on second and 4. They'll run him again. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. The Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. Making his first move. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll need a bunch on second down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The Fighting Illini facing a third and long to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. Looking for room. He's got great speed. Wide open, and it's a foot race. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here comes the heat. And down he goes.
For this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Illinois will get things going as the offense comes out onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Finds a little bit of room, picks up 4 out to the 13. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll move the tight end. Sells to fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Casey. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They're all over it, trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, he didn't get past a marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. He ought to get a little help on this one with that strong wind at his back. Nestles it in at the 35. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Rush is on, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. 3-and-out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the return, he only needs a sliver of daylight. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. Running inside, it's Wheeler. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Running the red zone, it's Casey. Powers through the defender. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. snaps it in the shotgun. He's got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. With the run on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Right side, it's right. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the right. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete. Long way to go on 2nd down. Quick give. It's right. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Now the Illini calling a timeout, their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Firing to the right, complete. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down. The Boilermakers want to move quickly.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but
snags it, and there's running room. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon, and a guy this defense has got to be ready for.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're
intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Drops back on 1st down. Oh, pressure's coming. Finds his tight end. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. He got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. It's complete to the left. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sells to run, looking to pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield very late in the half. Fires to the tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Final seconds of the 1st half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Fresh set of downs going to the air. It's complete on the right side. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st. Rush right in his face. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Boilermakers will kick it away to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out. So the Fighting Illini offense comes out ready to go to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Hits inside, it's Casey. Plows through the defense. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Tight end now in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Trying to make one miss. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Purdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Slides to the ground after picking up the first great play on 2nd and short.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the 1st down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
He'll keep it on 2nd down. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the 1st down.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Unleashes to the end zone. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Illini.
And in the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. From deep, it's Daniels. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up.
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Touchdown, Illinois! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this.